What if the secret to joining the richest 1% isn't about how much you earn, but what you own? Entrepreneurs, investors, and elite talents all have one thing in common. They own something the system can't take away. If you want to break free from the paycheck trap and build real wealth, make sure you watch this video all the way until the end. Without further ado, let's dive in. What do the wealthy own? Here's a breakdown of the richest people in the world by category. 75% of them are entrepreneurs, 15% are investors, 7% are inheritors of wealth, and 3% are athletes, entertainers, and artists. What's missing from the list? Normal W-2 workers who clock in and day out, earning an average salary. What the four categories of wealthy people have in common is that they all own something that is extremely valuable. Entrepreneurs own businesses, investors own assets, and inheritors of wealth own trust, and athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists own extremely rare skills. These people are able to accumulate so much wealth because the things that they own are worth an incredible amount of money. Ask yourself this question. Do you own a business, a variety of valuable assets, a trust, or rare skills? Because if the answer is no, then you might need to change that if you want to get wealthy. Now, let's talk about how you can fix this so you can follow the rich and build wealth through strategic ownership. Copying the wealthy. There are many things that you can do to imitate what the wealthy are doing to get rich. However, I will say right off the bat, obviously, inheriting wealth is not going to be an option for everyone. Unless you come from a rich family, don't expect to be able to inherit wealth. So here's what to do if you don't come from a wealthy family. Step number 1, invest 25% of your income. This might not be possible for you at first. You may also be able to invest 10 or 15% to start off with, but try to get to the amount of 25% over time. You want to invest in things that will increase in value. This could be stocks, commodities, Bitcoin, as well as real estate. You see, a lot of people, when they get their paycheck, they pay their bills and then spend whatever is left over on things that don't increase their value. This could include expensive vacations, cars, clothes, and entertainment. Doing this is a good way to stay broke. You see, getting rich takes financial discipline and sacrifice in the short term. That means that you do not need to spend every spare dollar you have on having fun. Instead, if you investing 25% of your income as your ticket to financial freedom. If you do not invest in things that are valuable, then it'll be extremely hard to grow your net worth over time. And remember, putting cash in a checking account or savings account with a low interest rate isn't going to cut it. That's because inflation eats away at the value of your cash every single year. Therefore, you need to invest in assets that keep up with inflation. Ideally, look for assets with rates of return that are higher than the rates of inflation. The current rate of inflation in America right now is about 2 to 3% according to the CPI. So you should look for investments with rates higher than this. Some high-yield savings accounts have interest rates that are higher than the inflation rate, and these can be okay. But as a general rule of thumb, most people will get better returns by investing in the stock market. You do not need to be an investing genius to start the process of investing. To get started, you can simply buy an index fund that tracks the S&P 500. These investments tend to generate around 8 to 10% yearly. This can be a great place to start. Gold is another investment that is viewed as relatively secure and a good inflation hedge. The average rate of return for gold over the last 25 years has been around 10%. You see, you can invest in gold by buying actual gold coins or an ETF that tracks the price of gold. You can also consider investing a small percentage of your portfolio into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is more volatile than other assets. However, from a purely performance standpoint, it has been impressive with an average annual rate of return of around 50 to 80% over the last 10 years. So consider investing 5 to 10% of your portfolio into Bitcoin as well if you think you can tolerate the volatility. But keep in mind, you can also use tax advantage retirement accounts to make investments. I'm talking about things like the IRA and 401k. These accounts have tax benefits such as reducing your taxable income for the year for traditional IRAs and 401ks. Or your account can grow completely tax-free and you can make 100% tax-free withdrawals if you have a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. Saving money on taxes is always a good thing, don't you think? So what about real estate? Real estate can also be an amazing investment. This is for a number of reasons. For starters, property prices tend to appreciate significantly over time in America. Also, people always need a place to live, so there's always going to be a demand for housing. And additionally, real estate investing provides an abundance of tax benefits such as the ability to write off depreciation expense, even though the properties tend to appreciate in value. To learn more about the tax benefits of real estate investing, watch this video right here. It is true that investing in real estate market can require more capital to get started. There's a higher barrier to entry. Unless you want to live in the property you'll be renting to tenants, then you'll most likely have to put around 20% down. This can translate to tens of thousands of dollars of your hard-earned money going out the door in an investment. If this is out of your reach, you can consider investing into real estate investment trust, or REITs. A REIT is a company that manages, owns, or finances properties that generate income, offering investors a way to engage in the real estate market without directly purchasing properties. It functions like a stock or bond investment, enabling participation in a diversified portfolio of real estate assets. You can buy REITs on the stock market. Investing in skills. In addition to investing in assets that will appreciate in value over time, investing in skills that increase your earning potential can also be a good way to spend that 25% of your paycheck dedicated to growth. The best way to do this is to identify the high-value skills that you want to obtain. Then figure out what courses, trainings, or degrees you'll need to obtain these skills. For example, let's say that you're stuck in a job working as a cashier at a grocery store, but you want to move into a sales job to increase your earning potential. You could invest into a high-ticket closer training program that could potentially help you walk away with the skills to quadruple your earning potential. This course may also cost a few thousands of dollars, but it could lead to an annual income of above six figures. Investing in valuable skills can be one of the best investments that you can ever make in your life if you do it correctly. Next is investing in businesses. Remember, at the start of this video, I explained that 75% of the richest people are entrepreneurs. This means that growing a business can be one of the best ways to build wealth over time as well. So this could potentially be another great way to invest the 25% of your income dedicated to growth, or at least a portion of it. Before you start a business and start throwing money at it, make sure you come up with a good business plan that has a high chance of success. You can increase your chances of success by finding mentors who can show you the ropes and answer your questions along the way. In an ideal world, if you start a business, try to start one that has low startup costs. This can also help you reduce your financial risk while you are getting started. But remember, many startup expenses are deductible, so that is helpful as well. The great thing about businesses is that many of them can be scaled indefinitely. The wealthy are well aware of this, and that is why so many of the wealthiest people on earth are business owners. Building a business can be difficult in the beginning, but if you can build a successful business, you could potentially make millions. Now, let's talk about what to do with the rest of your money. We already know that we are going to be investing about 25%. So what about the remaining 75% of the money? Strive to designate around 50% of your income to essential expenses like rent, taxes, food, and electricity. This might not be possible for everyone, but if you can do this, it can help to put you in a good position. This leaves you with 25% left. What you do with the remaining 25% depends on whether or not you are carrying a large amount of debt. If you are, then you're going to have to dedicate a significant portion of that 25% to paying off your debt. If not, then you can split the remaining 25% into building an emergency fund and allocating at least 10% to personal expenses. After all, we need to have some fun too along the journey to becoming wealthy, and emergency funds are an insurance policy in cases that you have a serious emergency in your life, like losing your job, losing your home, having a serious medical problem. So we want to strive to have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses in our emergency fund. Once you accomplish this, then you can dedicate more funds to personal expenses or additional investing. But what's the bottom line? The bottom line for managing your money, like the wealthy, is that the wealthy tend to use more of their money on growth instead of wasting it on unnecessary expenses. They buy assets that appreciate in value over time, that generates cash flow, and they also invest in their own skill sets and their own businesses. Wealthy people don't just sit around working W-2 jobs, hoping that one day their boss will give them stock options or a massive raise. Instead, they put their money to work for them in the most effective ways possible. They build up multiple income streams and collect valuable assets along the way. This is what you need to do if you want to build wealth and get out of the rat race. The good news is that if you focus on it early, it's very doable, and countless people have already gone through this path successfully. Be disciplined with your money, invest in the right ways, and acquire high-value skills. This is the path to wealth. That's all I got for you guys today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much. Cheers.